Officer John's existence is meticulously shaped by a deeply rooted and pervasive racism that seeps into his every interaction, coloring his perceptions and actions with prejudice, an unyielding current flowing beneath the surface of his professional demeanor, unaware that fate has intertwined his path with that of a woman whose authority surpasses his understanding. Sarah, the chief of police, a beacon of integrity and leadership, quietly navigates the complexities of her role, a role that demands unwavering commitment to justice and equality, while John remains oblivious to the looming convergence of their destinies. A seemingly insignificant incident is poised to ignite a chain of events that will expose the insidious nature of his bigotry and challenge the very foundations of his prejudiced worldview. The stage is meticulously set for a confrontation that will have far-reaching consequences, a moment of reckoning that will test the boundaries of justice and the resilience of the human spirit. Before we continue, let me know in comment section from where you are watching. As John's unfounded assumptions about Sarah take root, the encounter escalates with alarming speed, transforming a commonplace situation into a maelstrom of tension and animosity. His ingrained biases clouding his judgment and fueling his unwarranted aggression, words laced with prejudice spew forth, fueled by a sense of superiority and entitlement. The situation spirals out of control as John's actions become increasingly volatile and threatening. His behavior crosses the line into physical aggression, a stark manifestation of his deep-seated bigotry and blatant abuse of power. A line is crossed, a point of no return reached as John's actions reverberate with the force of injustice, forever altering the course of both their lives. In that moment, the fragile equilibrium of their interaction shatters, unleashing a torrent of consequences that will reverberate through the corridors of power and the heart of the community. In a moment of profound significance, Sarah sheds the guise of an ordinary citizen and reveals her true identity as the chief of police. The revelation strikes John like a thunderbolt, shattering his preconceived notions and exposing the utter folly of his actions. The weight of his transgression descends upon him, crushing his arrogance and filling him with a chilling realization of the gravity of his offense. His world tilts on its axis as the consequences of his actions manifest before his very eyes, stripping him bare of any semblance of authority or control. The power dynamic shifts dramatically as Sarah's badge gleams under the weight of truth, a beacon of justice piercing through the darkness of prejudice. The immediate repercussions of his actions begin to unfold, setting in motion a chain of events that will test the limits of accountability and challenge the very fabric of the system he swore to uphold. His career teeters on the precipice, his reputation tarnished and his future hanging precariously in the balance. The moment of truth has arrived, and John must now face the music for his abhorrent behavior. Beyond the immediate fallout for John, his actions ignite a fierce reckoning with the deeply entrenched systemic issues plaguing the police force and the wider community. Sarah finds herself thrust into the unenviable position of navigating the complex aftermath of the incident, balancing her personal outrage with her professional obligations. She grapples with the task of addressing the insidious biases that have permeated the ranks, seeking to dismantle the structures of prejudice that allowed John's behavior to flourish. The narrative delves into the intricacies of systemic racism, exposing the subtle yet pervasive ways in which it operates within institutions and individual hearts. The story serves as a catalyst for critical self-reflection, compelling society to confront its own complicity in perpetuating inequality and injustice. Amidst the turmoil, a flicker of hope emerges, a collective yearning for a more just and equitable society. The narrative becomes a vehicle for change, inspiring dialogue, challenging assumptions, and paving the way for meaningful reform. As Sarah embarks on a journey to heal the wounds inflicted by prejudice, she embodies the potential for transformation, reminding us that even in the face of profound injustice, the human spirit can triumph, forging a path towards a future where equality and respect reign supreme. The seeds of change have been sown, and the time for action has come. The narrative culminates in a resounding call for Accountability, urging us to challenge the status quo and embrace our collective responsibility to dismantle the structures of oppression. Stay informed and engaged by following our page for more stories that explore important social issues and inspire change.